everyone! Welcome to the Forest of Memories. I'm Zaruk Windcaller, Guardian, High Remembrancer, Arbiter, Reminiscing Bard of Twilight, and currently Sergeant in the Desert Rangers of Colorado. As well as usual, we're back with Wasteland 3. Thank you. Uh, we will be joining Azzy momentarily. One thing before we get started. I know you guys don't like me bringing it up, but I got to because we are desperately running out of time now. We've got what? Uh, 4 days, basically. So, as you guys know, we need to get the money for for that overlay everyone wants. And again, we need to get at least the first half of it to the artist by the end of the month. If we don't, then she's going to go somewhere else. And then I don't know when we will get the opportunity to get that overlay done. I don't mean to sound ungrateful, but you guys asked for this. You wanted it. These are the things you asked for, and no one's really stepped up. So if we miss the opportunity, it could be, God, who knows how long till we get it. So, and also, I might just stop asking you guys because, again, it's all fun and games when someone pitches the ideas, but, you know, if nobody wants to contribute to the idea, then why even bother asking? But yeah, so if you want to help out, go to the coffee. You can type !coffee in the chat. Go to the coffee page. How much is the overlay? We're doing payment plans. All I need to do is get the last, I think I'm at like $190, I think right now or something. I just need to get to 250 so we can make the first payment to the artist. So that's the plan anyway. But yeah, that's what's going on. So she's okay with taking a payment plan. We get it to her. She shows us a work in progress, and then we pay the second half. But anyway, with that said, enough about that. Let's focus on the game. Let me go say hi to Azzy. I'm back.
Because hi, Zaruk.
Hello.
I was just telling my community about how I'm excited for I'll finally be my new Sona update PNG, or at least a version of it done sometime soon before the end of the month, hopefully.
Oh, was going to Dragon or
Yeah, going to Dragon.
nice.
I also told them about how I made a horrible mistake with mac and cheese and tried to make it more spicy by adding a little bit of red pepper. And I opened the large side and accidentally dumped it instead when I was trying to
Oh.
gently shake it.
Um.
And I opened the large side because I wanted to be lazy and like, listen, I don't want to have to wait and shake it multiple times for the small side to get enough. I'll just open at the large side. And then
Yeah.
when I saw the pile, I thought about it. I'm like, you know what? I can probably take this. I've handled spicy things before.
And you couldn't take it.
Um, I mean, I could take like the initial thing. It was really spicy. I had to get milk a few times, but like it wasn't that bad. The bad thing is that my tummy has ached ever since
Yeah,
because
I
it
was
was
going
far
to
too
say
spicy.
fun fact for those who don't know, the solution to that kind of situation is you're going to need something that neutralizes heat or spice. So you're going to need to put in like cream or something that, something that has fat in it that will dissolve, that it will take care of the spice. But I'm very sorry. It's literally like once you put in more, you can't take, once you put it in, you can't take it out. So I'm
I
very
mean,
sorry.
I mean, I could have. I literally could have. It was an actual pile. I could have just taken it out.
But you
I
didn't.
I refused to because I was like, "Psh, I can handle this. I'm cool."
She could, in fact,
And
not handle it.
I'm tired because was struggling to sleep because tummy ache.
Hmm.
It really is just draconic pride kicking in and
I mean,
saying, "Man, I
with
can
how
do
big your tummy is, I imagine that was quite an eight.
this." Something like that. That's fine. I am a tummy ache survivor.
Hmm. I was telling my chat that we're running out of time to make the first payment toward our toward the overlay everyone wanted. The community wanted a new overlay for the streams, and I got to get the first half of the payment or the part of the payment plan to the artist before the end of the month, or she's going to move on and find something else because she's had
Hmm.
a lot of the things she's done previously. People have bailed on her, and told me she's like, I don't want to take that risk. She goes, so if you
Hmm.
can't,
Yeah, that's
yeah, if
fair.
you
That's
can't get the
fair.
first half up by June, I need to go look elsewhere. So, yeah. Anyway, let's see. I just realized I need to make at some point. I need to make more 5.56 because I'm running out. I've got 2 clips left.
Right.
All right, remind me again. We shot that place up. Like we barely survived, but we shot that place up back there. So wait. Hold on. Yeah, we're good. Never mind, we're not good. We are not good. I just had a feeling that it was too easy.
Oh no.
Yeah, thanks, Red Mage. It was too easy. As soon as I walked out in the open, I'm like, wait a minute, this is too easy.
Yeah, did I not heal you?
No, the fire goes out on its own.
Oh, so on my end, the bar says your health was still really low until I hit the pause menu.
Well, right now it's just Red Mage and Cordite who need healing, not me. Which, speaking of, hold on, Cordite needs to get an upgrade, so...
Let's see, let me look at the attributes. Yeah, so I need to put Ace point into strength. Because, like, Lucia went... Yeah, from, like, 70 to 170, so yeah. Having 2 points of strength is essential if you even, like, have a little bit of reading comprehension. Apparently I don't. It also explains why Gem has way more health than either of us. Because she has 4 strength. So currently I'm the weakest link.
You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
So we could also head into the space bunker.
Yeah.
That is an option.
I want to keep looking around. I want to follow the tracks, though.
Scar collectors.
Whoa!
Guarding
Guarding the mine. Yep, turret up there. Let's see.
I think Scar Collectors are Liberty's own, like, group.
Maybe. Can you disarm that? We have sneaky shit level 8.
No, we have sneaky level...
Okay.
Actually, we just don't have anyone with sneaky level.
Right.
Of all our skills, that's one of the ones we have not spec'd into.
Okay, well, if you want to go check out the bunker first, we can do that. God! How? Why? Why are we not seeing these? We have characters with maxed out perception, don't we? How are we not seeing these?
I thought... Hang on.
Hang on.
Are you... Hang on.
That'll do. Thank you.
There's an awareness that lets you see explosives.
Yeah, awareness is maxed out for, like, 2 of my characters.
Then you need to be taking point.
I mean, I was pretty close. I don't think I was that far behind, and it wasn't opening at all for me, which you'd think it would. Maybe they were just that well hidden.
Maybe.
I do
remember in the in Wasteland 2, there was like a mode you could set where like the characters would slow down. It was for stealth mostly, but you could slow down. It was easier to detect things by doing that.
Right. Hang on.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, didn't we come in the back way through here at one point?
We came in through the front.
Oh, okay.
So we might need... I'm at down to 19 medkits. I still have quite a few, but we might
Yeah.
want to think
We'll
of
be
buying more
careful.
at some point.
Yeah, we'll be careful. Yeah, this is the back. Like, I think. Whoop, watch out.
Watch out.
Whew.
Oh, yeah.
Hack the computer quick. Oh, that just locked the door. Open the door, please.
No.
Okay. Okay, yeah, we did come in the back.
I can... If we can get close to it, I can hack the Mecha Growler.
Yeah, but we've got guys on patrol everywhere. That's the thing.
Yeah.
The weird thing is that they're not moving, so if we wanted to set up and then take it to them, we could.
I mean, there is that explosive barrel right there. Right there!
Yeah, be careful.
You have the options.
Yeah, remember to just solo click. Yeah, if you want to solo select someone for me, it's just click and drag a box around that one character.
Yeah. So I might be able to get Jim close enough. She can't hack out of combat, I don't think. Yeah, she has to be in combat to hack the robot. But if we did want to fight, we could save here, and I could sneak her up near the Growler so that once it was our turn, you could hack it.
You'd have to sprint past quite a few people who have their alert circles.
We might be able to try it. Up to you, though.
I think it's too much of a risk. We'd be better off just, you know, picking our fights and actually, you know, making do.
Right.
Here's the thing that also worries me. I'm looking at a lot of these things. It's the literal guys, you know, with the bomb strapped to their backs that I'm a little concerned about. As are the thralls, whose literal job is just to rush us and pin us in place. So...
Well, we don't have to do this if you don't want to. But
oh no, I'm
here,
fine with picking. I'm fine with picking a fight. I don't mind that. We just need to be very careful with how we pick the fight.
Yeah.
Do you think you can get her close enough?
This guy's alert circle, maybe. Change it to a probably.
I think that'll work. Oh, maybe not.
Shit. Hang on. Wasn't expecting to take that path, but I can definitely do it. Question is if I can get north of it or not. That might be the problem.
Watch out. Yeah, that works. Right where you're standing.
Take the shot whenever you're ready.
Yeah, okay.
Might want to focus on the guy with the bomb.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Got him. All right, let's get this party started.
So this is relying on
Surprise,
the Growler
motherfucker.
being mechanical enough to hack.
Just hungry.
Hey, Raz. Maybe I should play Wilds again, considering the new title update's coming relatively soon.
I feel bad. I just couldn't get into Wilds. I tried. I just couldn't.
That's fair.
But I've been on my tangent about that already. I just gave it a fair shot. Couldn't do it.
What was your problem with it again? Just to recap.
The poor optimization, even months late, even like so much longer, the optimization is still piss poor. And even on high-end hardware, it still chugs. And the fact that it just takes all the initiative away from the player. I do not like being told, even if I'm going out on my own, I do not like being told, hey, you can't hunt that. You don't have the right to hunt that. Shut the hell up. Just, I miss my freedom, basically. That's the main thing. I miss when I was actually able to go out and hunt without someone telling me, hey, you don't have the right to do that yet. Just, no. That's dumb.
Well, that's because you're still playing through the low-rank story.
You could... Yeah, I would agree with you, except the problem is that even in all the other old games, it didn't matter if it was low rank or not. You wanted to go explore on your own? Go for it. There was no one telling you you couldn't, they warned you. They're like, hey, remember, whatever happens out there, happens out there. Okay, cool. I'll be prepared. But no, in this game, it's, hey, you can't do that. Like,
I suppose... sorry, go.
Yeah,
go,
here's
go,
what
go.
one of my friends said that I think sums it up best. The fact that this, and I agree, the fact that this little girl from the guild administration is telling me what to do, when if not for me, she would be dead, because I'm the hunter and I'm the one who actually fights and I'm the one with experience, that says a lot that I'm taking orders from someone like that. So, because in every other game, all the people who gave you orders or did that kind of stuff were either former hunters who were retired as veterans, or knew or would actually go along with you and fight, which she does. She's neither. So yeah. Anyway, that's
So
my.
you can't hack it, but she's dealt some damage.
Yeah,
And
sorry.
I can see why. As someone who couldn't get into Wilds, I do honestly really like Monster Hunter because I appreciate that it's trying to really play up the angle of, hey, you're not a hunter so much as you're a trimmer of the world, and you take out that which would knock out the balance, and that really gets to me because I think it's really cool.
Yeah, and with that I'm okay. But again, it's like Bo and Tara said. Yeah, it's the insane amount of hand holding. Like the problem, and this stands for any game nowadays. The moment something goes from a niche to more mainstream or appeals to a broader audience, they immediately switch over to a hand-holdy approach. Because Rise, everyone mocks Rise for being like, oh, it's baby's first Monster Hunter. Okay, but I'd rather go back and play Rise or Sunbreak any day of the week. So, like, except for the what was it called? Except for the rampage mechanic, that was stupid. But everything else, I don't mind. I had fun with it.
Right.
I will take their side.
You know, I could say, no, I'm not gonna. I could say why, like, you should know better by now, but you still spread your group out and let them get picked off one by one. So,
to be fair, I got taken out even being closer to you.
All right.
Like, I will say, like, Gem's doing fine over there, but she has, like, about as much as you. And she did also get healed by Party Pal. Man, listen. Listen, you deal with my nonsense and heal me, and I do the thing where I press my gun and their head go boom.
Mm-hmm. Usually how it ends up, huh?
Our whole deal is you basically keep me alive long enough for me to pull some bullshit and kill one shot the
basically,
10k enemy.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, people ask you, hey, so why is that lady the captain?
Why is she the lieutenant? Because that's literally how the military works. People who, who maybe they did some kind of special training, or maybe they've been around longer. So they're like, oh, that person should be an officer. And then when that officer fucks up and gets people killed, the higher-ups are like, well, we thought... No, shut up. At the end of the day, the smart officers, and I stand by this, as he's former military, so I don't know if she'll agree with me on this, but I stand by this. The smart officers, once they become an officer, or if they show up as an officer, the smart ones are the ones who go right to their, to their NCOs, like their sergeants, their veteran corporals, any of those people, look them dead in the eye and say, I don't know shit. Help me. Like, help me figure this out.
You want to be honest about what I think the smart lieutenants are?
What?
The smart lieutenants are just the people who used to be like sergeants and just kind of
who worked their way up.
Just went through the Mustang program, I think it's called.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're dealing with. So, is there anyone that needs to be problem solved?
Yeah, we need, We need to take care of the dude who's frenzying people. I think that's the guy crouching behind the console.
It looks like him.
Yeah, the Overlord.
I got him.
You, stop being a problem.
He is no longer a problem. Nice shot.
Alright, well, Jim.
The fact that they made an armored warbear is just hilarious to me. Nice.
Just keep shooting it. In the face.
Nice. Damn, how many shots does she get?
A lot.
Oh, it's dead.
It's
Nice
dead.
shooting.
So, turns out she has trick shot, and if she's close enough with that pistol, she can just kind of start farming them for shots. It's
Nice.
not funny.
Just fan your automatic pistol.
Just imagine someone. Are you fanning a freaking deagle? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And she's down, so we'll get her in a turn.
Uh-oh. What? 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 Why? Huh? What? I'm confused.
I think
Why
I think the frenzy may have damaged his brain cell.
Probably. Well, I need to make sure I get out of the way, because I don't want him,
Yeah.
if he does blow up when he takes damage, or it dies, I don't want to be standing there, so.
Also, random thing, but I think at some point soon, I'll probably try streaming Dragon's Dogma again.
Good luck.
I feel like there's about time to revisit my favorite video game ever.
Yeah, just don't watch the anime. The anime's garbage.
That's what I've heard.
It is so bad. Trust me, I think I've told you this. One of my guys I played D&D with for a while, for a time, held the world record for the fastest playthrough of Dragon's Dogma.
Right.
And because it's his favorite game too. And he openly told me, he's like, yeah, no, the anime's trash. The anime literally, like, spits in the face of just the game itself with what it does and just everything, basically.
Right. What does your friend think of Dragon's Dogma 2 then?
I know from what I heard, he loves it, but it's been a while since I've
Yeah.
talked to him because we haven't talked much because I had to yeah.
I will say that I personally love it as well. I just really wish the story overall was as good as it was in Dragon's Dogma, because despite Dragon's Dogma being kind of bare bones in terms of story, it feels like there's a massive gap somewhere. The dragon in Dragon's Dogma 2 is far better, but that's just like sort of as a result of the approach of the stories. And I don't really think it would work as well without changing the story of the second to be a lot more like the first, but they want to change that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, hang on, we want to kill you real fast, don't we?
Nice. Well played.
Alright. Yeah, so turns out risky shot
Oh, I need level 10
Allowed-
clicking over here.
oh, yeah, we'll get that done soon.
But you can unlock it. I'm gonna go check the other stuff. Maybe talk to these slaves over here.
Can we...
Thanks for saving.
Does this mean we're free?
Yep, you're free to go.
Yeah, wait, just a moment, Zaruk.
Yeah.
I'm going to throw a syringe at your neck. Do not resist.
What a toss.
Alright, let's see what's in here. Oh, power armor chest piece.
Nice.
Let's see, power gauntlet. Let's see, crack ready. Teeny bear.
All right, I'm gonna quickly make some because I have the I've got weapon modder or the weapon thing, so I'm gonna make us some
Right.
5.56 real quick.
Yeah, I think after this, I'll probably start. I don't know how many levels we actually have left, but I'll probably start putting them into strength. So I've maxed out intelligence, awareness, luck, and coordination. But strength, speed, and charisma are all minimum.
All right, there we go. Well, that takes care of that. Unless, well, actually, no, it doesn't. We haven't checked out the other room.
Yeah. Control panel.
Use the Soviet sec. Okay, what? Hang on. Interesting.
What's up?
Well, we opened it with a Soviet pass key. So this is probably some old Soviet tech. All right, we've got bomb thralls, and I saw a few Cyclops guys wandering around.
Definitely want to focus the Cyclops. I'll be right back real fast.
Sure.
Roommate came back with the burger.
Sure, take your time. In the meantime, I can check some stuff over here. Hmm. Oh yeah, wait, hold on. Oh yeah, for the new how Borderlands spies on you now. Yeah. Borderlands new weird game spy thing where they can like monitor you and everything. No thanks, I'm good. Thanks for pointing that out, Bo and Terra. Don't you guys love when you can't even trust the video game companies? Well, okay, that's a dumb question or dumb quote. Of course, you can't trust a lot of the companies, but still, just blatantly saying, "Yeah, we're just gonna watch y'all because we want to see what y'all are doing." Hmm. Anyway, I hope everyone on Azzy's side is doing well. Let's see here. What? 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 Hmm. Let me see. Check this too. Sorry, everybody. I'm just checking some stuff. That's why I'm not talking much. Got to check a few things. Okay, so it is this one. There we go.
Sorry about that. Roommate came back and
No,
the
don't worry
people
about it.
messed up my burger order. I asked for
Yeah.
mushroom and Swiss, and now it's just Swiss and ketchup.
Ugh, I hate when they do that. Like, I get I understand that sometimes it's hard to like if you're slammed and everything, but sometimes like it's one of those things like where if it's a simple mistake, I'll shrug and be like, okay, yeah, just a simple mistake. But if it's something drastic like that, then no, that literally comes off as I wasn't paying attention. Period.
So the problem is that Joe got a burger that was just like the Swiss with
Hmm.
ketchup, but neither of the burgers came with ketchup. It says on the thing they didn't put in the order wrong. It says mushroom and Swiss, and the mushroom was Swiss without the one thing.
Hmm. Well, it happens.
Here, time to take out my burger frustration on these guys.
Yeah.
Ready when you are.
Uh, there's not a lot of space to stand, so you're gonna shoot.
You look like a danger.
Wow, nice shot. Took his head right off. All right, CA. Let's see. Die. Almost. Got him.
Have my revenge.
I wonder. Nobody move. I'm armed and dangerous. Let's see. Eeny, meeny, miny, this guy. I wonder, are they... Yes, they are. Except the thralls, but the other people are vulnerable to gas. So... Get him, Cordite. There we go. All right. Thanks, Bow and Terror. That was pretty well timed. Well done. Nah, I'm gonna stick with the hammer. Hammer! And this.
Reminds me that I'm playing in one of my D&D things, I'm playing a sorcerer, right?
Yeah.
But she's wielding a two-handed maul called Hellbreaker.
Nice.
It's very funny.
Wait, is that the same Hellbreaker from Doom Eternal?
Not Doom Eternal, no.
Okay.
It's a custom one.
Okay.
So I don't really have anything but mark a target.
I see an opening.
I'll move out of the way.
Nice.
There we go.
It'll continue to be annoying to me that Wizards of the Coast for D&D got so damn greedy that rather than doing the system they used to have where, like, if you go onto D&D Beyond and you could literally do a thing where they're like, hey, if you only want certain things from each book so you can build a character, that's cool with us. Just pay a small, you can basically buy things a la carte. You want want this race, this subclass or any of that kind of stuff. Sure, you don't have to buy the whole book. Just buy bits and pieces. Buy whatever you want. Because that's totally fine with us. And then now, like, for the last year and a half at this point, they've been like, actually, no, we changed our minds. Buy the whole book now, asshole. We're not letting you buy a la carte anymore. So, naturally, the only way you can, like, if you want to, like, for example, use any of the races that are not normally part of, base D&D, or any of that stuff, buy the whole book. Which is dumb. That also includes all the magic items from said book, all the, all the feats from said book, all this, all that. Buy the whole book, which is dumb and very player hostile. But what do I expect? Most corporations don't give a crap about people anymore anyway. So, oh yeah, and the OGL incident, yeah, that too. Yeah, that also didn't look too good for them.
Which is where Homebrew come into play, yep.
And yeah, there's plenty of homebrew stuff, but for a time, like, the OGL incident was bad because they were literally like, hey, you know, if we catch y'all using homebrew stuff, then, you know, or you make something, you'll have to give us the rights to it, basically. And naturally, that didn't fly. And people were very quick to say, basically tell them, go F yourself, we're not doing that. So, yeah. And it's annoying because, like, a lot of the really cool stuff is, you know, some of it's like, so even some websites don't even have the ability to use the stuff, like, or have access to it. So, like, for example, if you want to play, like, you know, God forbid you want to be an artificer that's not an alchemist. Well, hope you can find a site that has access to all that stuff. You know, or all those things. So, it's annoying. Alright. Same as there's not many, but yeah, let's do it again. Die!
My time.
There you go. That's also true. Yeah, D&D Beyond has made people, D&D Beyond has made a lot of people lazy. Like, Josiah's right. Lazy about character sheets and planning. Yeah. I mean, now it does help, like, but there are times where, you know, some of the classes and some of the class stuff gets really complicated, and it's nice to have D&D Beyond nearby. But, you know, that's just me. And besides, like, there's also another problem. A lot of the cool races are locked too. Like, you know, oh, you want to be a Leonin? By the book. Oh, you want to do this? By the book. And I'm over here like, no. No. You've locked all the cool stuff. I will tell you something though. You want to know what the dumbest argument I've heard for D&D is? Like, one of the dumbest. Oh, hang on. Can I not? Okay, never mind. There we go.
And yeah, I want to hear.
Okay, so, sorry, I thought my mic got cut out. It was actually a friend of mine who mentioned it, and like they mentioned, they're like, it goes like everything is so hostile toward larger characters, and I'm like, well, no, it's. I even told him, I was like, that's a very dumb take, because no, the game is not hostile to larger characters. It's that the world itself is not designed to acclimate a ton of large characters. Mind you, good example, Centaur player characters are registered as large on the D&D size chart. But it's not just that. First of all, how's a Centaur going to go up a ladder? How's a Centaur going to climb a rock wall? How is a Centaur, you know, going to do these things, basically? And with larger characters, certain areas, certain towns, or certain things are not built to accommodate them. So you need a good DM who can basically be like, yeah, walls are pretty short, or like ceiling's pretty low, you're going to have to crouch through here, which means it's going to be harder for you to do this or that. And rather than that, it seems like most people just complain and say it should be, you know, the town or this city should be built to accommodate large people. No, it really shouldn't. The world, like, not everything's going to be right for the world. Hell, I've run a game where people were confused about it, but I ran a game where, in one setting, people were hostile toward beast folk. If you weren't humanoid, so, like, anything not, you know, elven, dwarf, human, or stuff like that, they were openly racist. Because they actively hated those people. So, again, you have to have a good DM who can build you a world that's believable. But that's just me. So, meh.
Like, so my current DM, who's my friend Yumi, for my current campaign that I'm with, you know, the Hellbreaker Mall, like the world she built there specifically actually built around the Yuan-Ti, because the Yuan-Ti rose to power and they have an empire spanning, you know, the Astral Sea.
Yeah.
So the main city, Shrath Sharlan, is a Yuan-Ti city, and while there are, you know, people who aren't Yuan-Ti that live there, you know, it's built for them.
Yeah.
But that also gives the player characters a meaning to trying to make effectual change.
Mm-hmm. There was a trying to think. There was one thing of like, I remember one change they made that really irritated me was how they turned lizard folk from being like a very lizard folk used to be a very like culturally rich race. Like, yeah, they might have been, they were tribal people, but they had their own culture, they had their own history, they had all this. They were masters of crafting weapons, both martial and not. So they were masters, forge masters and everything, and really good with their crafting abilities. And then they neutered them down to being like, oh no, now they're just cannibalistic tribals who are dumb as rocks and can't use martial weapons, and also they kill people for fun. And I'm like, that seems like that came from a very racist place almost. So whenever I think about that, I'm like, nope, not how it is in my world. In my world, no, the lizard folk still have their culture. So,
right. See, that's Wizard doing a post-Empire propaganda version of the lizard folk.
I even had a like in the campaign I'm running. Well, I've run it once, but now I'm running it with another group. It's my Sunday group. In that world, it's a follow-up. It's kind of an expansion off of a campaign I did with some friends, and what I've done in that world is that in that setting for Faerun, which is the northern part of D&D, the Forgotten Realms, the Lord's Alliance, that big coalition of cities and governments that kind of, keeps everything in order. Yeah, they're breaking up in my setting. A lot of people have already decided to go their separate ways, and like the whole thing is fracturing. So you've got a rise of very like, how do I put this? A rise of very militaristic groups trying to hold that power together, and then other people who are just like, yeah, no, we're either going off on our own or we're gonna find other people to ally with. Especially with this new barbarian king up north, near Bryn Shander, who founded his own kingdom, and he's been running things a lot better than you guys do. So, also, this is a tip to anyone who wants to do D&D or wants to DM at some point. Do not be afraid to make your world. It doesn't have to be, perfect. Not everything has to be, oh, everyone's happy, everything's peaceful. No, that's completely unrealistic. You don't be afraid to make the world a little, what's the word I'm looking for? Not uncomfortable, but don't be afraid to, to show that, hey, it's not all sunshine and rainbows here. Not everyone gets the, gets the happy ending. Not everyone gets the benefits.
And also that's fine to, include topics that are in the real world that are a little bit uncomfortable.
Yep.
Because I remember hearing a story about one DM who made something or made a world that was like in his heart based on racism. There's one place that dislikes magic, and another place that loves it. Two different realms basically.
Mm-hmm.
And they refused to. They wanted to make a world that had conflict, but it wasn't about prejudice or racism or any of that. That didn't exist there. But it's like, you cannot make a world that is so separated by change. Like, it'd be one thing if you didn't want any of that stuff, and the kingdoms worked well together. And the thing that separated them was just, separate goals. But no, the thing that separates them is one of them really hates magic and see wizards as scum. And the other one loves magic and thinks the other kingdom is, bad for that reason.
Yeah, over here where I'm standing, there's an electric safe.
Let's see. Cosmonaut logs, Farsight computer-assisted scope. That looks expensive. EMP grenade, a power gauntlet again. Let's see, $146. Some scrap, hammer forged rifle barrel, and hemoglobin module.
Okay, Lashenko. Today only we speak American, yes? We practice for a glorious invasion. Shansky, I mean, yes. When great day comes, no one will be knowing. We are not good old American boys. Oh, I like hot dogs, if you please. Of course, pal. One hot dog to be coming up. Would like eating fried potatoes as well? Thank you. What kind of American am being if I'm not liking fried potatoes? It is best. Yes? Yes, yes, it is best. It is... Lashenko, are you hearing beeping? Like altitude meter? Oh, please, Shunsky. This is not being typical American conversation. Ask me about my picking up truck. No, Lashenko, I think there is a problem.
So, I think this was some sort of space station.
Yeah. Watch out! Nope.
God damn it.
And you tripped the alarm, too.
You know, it happens.
You know, I know I said for you to take point, but if we're going through doors, maybe you should let the skinny person go through first.
Goodness, I can't win, huh?
Gotta keep you on your toes. And yeah, like
Hey, thanks for the refill. Or thanks for the resub key. Greatly appreciate it. Close to 3 years, yeah.
And then like I wanted to mention another thing, like in the campaign I'm doing, one of the things I wanted to do was like to make the world more believable, like you were mentioning, is that it can't all be, you know, there has to be some kind of conflict. And like in regards to like, you know, when I said the Lord's Alliance was breaking apart, the reason it's breaking apart is because, well, even in the setting, the Lord's Alliance has been shown to not be that reliable. And after a string of events, they've decided that it's not worth holding together. And what's worse is that that barbarian king I mentioned, he's actually unifying a bunch of people and is becoming a power that many others are afraid of. So naturally, this leads to unease and things that nobody wants to see happen. You know, most people don't like the status quo being challenged. So,
Right.
oh and yeah, Redlock's right. It did sound like Roman. Because let's go bowling. Nico, let's go bowling. Oh, I'm dead.
I'll see. I'll see if I can't get you. Hopefully.
Well, yeah, it's because we triggered an ambush, so we didn't get to go, but they did. All right, well, this ain't good. You fool, you've doomed us all.
Why isn't it
If
possible?
you can get
It's
me up,
just
I can
not.
heal the
Why
other two
not?
without injuries.
We need to take out
Suppressing fire!
Yeah, we need to take out the robots. Because even if I got you up, you just get beaten down again. Wait. What'd it say?
Speaking in Russian.
Yeah, oh, they are speaking in Russian. Huh. Yep, can't do anything. Well, as he screwed us over.
Oh my goodness.
Yep. Well.
And I don't think we saved for a while.
Nope. To quote, to paraphrase an old Company of Heroes quote, "We are fucked, team. Command is drunk again."
Okay, so we didn't lose too. Like,
Yeah, we didn't lose too much. We'll be fine. Also, if you haven't, I'll have to send it to you. If you haven't heard some of the random lines or the clicked lines from the old Company of Heroes games, you are missing out. They are gold. There's one of them where if you keep clicking on some of the units, one guy will be like, "Oh, goody, we've got one of those players." It's amazing.
I always love when there's something like that.
Yeah. All right. You want to take the shot? Go for it.
Let's see. Oh, nearly dead. 11 HP left.
Don't worry, I'll fix that. Get some! Get some! There we go. Hit the bricks, pal. You're done. Yeet! Careful, that cloud's bigger than I thought. He was standing right there and he got hit with it, so watch where you step. Hey, Lich King, thank you for subscribing. Subscribe for 36 months. It's 3 years. Thank you very much. 36 months with a funny imp man. Thank you very much. Oh, actually, that reminds me. Okay, I want to ask both communities this. I was talking to Azzy before stream about it, but I want to get y'all's take. So I am commissioning some new. I'm thinking about it. I want to commission some new emotes for the community, but the artist that I've reached out to do it is charging a commercial fee, basically. So what they've done is they've added up the price of all the emotes and then taken half of that and added it onto the total again, because as she put it, she's like, well, if you're going to use it for streaming purposes or that kind of stuff, then I'm charging a commercial fee. Does that sound right to y'all? Because, like, I want y'all's opinion on that, because I've heard about it before, but this is the first time I've seen someone do it. So I want to know what everyone's take is.
My opinion was, you know, if they want to do that, that's their own deal. But also, I don't think I would really pay it, because it's like a 50% increase in price.
Yeah, it's a 50% increase in price. Yep. Got him. And also, like, I'm sorry, but I get it, but at the same time, I'm like, why would I use the emotes for commercial purposes? Like, I don't know. Yeah, Bone Terror says the highest I've heard is 10%, which is what Azzy said. So, I don't know. Yes, that's correct. They're charging me a 50% markup because you're streaming and using them for Twitch chat. Yes, that is exactly right.
Don't forget to use the antidote we have.
Yeah, I know. All right.
Just pop off.
Yeah, you called it, by the way. This is a space station of some kind. There's a lot of... I just checked that table, and it said that everything's fastened down, which would make sense if they were in space.
And, of course, the Soviet symbol.
Yeah.
Commercial purposes is making money with it through streaming would be my grasp of that, but still.
But
Which is like, yeah, I mean, I guess I can kind of make that, but I don't know.
Yeah, but...
I think it's... Sorry, go on.
No, go ahead.
I would just say that's the kind of thing you do for someone who's like absolutely massive, just like, hey, would you mind paying a commercial fee since you're going to be making so much more money off of this than I would? Versus, but like for people who are small like us, there's no way we're making enough money to justify that increase in price.
Yeah, and not to mention the fact that I don't like using emotes. You don't have to pay money to use them. Like, it's not like you have to pay a fee every time you use the emote. Maybe you have to subscribe once. But then for the whole month, you get the emotes. So, like, I'm confused on where the logic is exactly. Anyway, we're gonna go smash this one. Smash! Whoa, okay. That works. What's that thing? Hammer down! Alright, now go punch that bomb. Oh, I can't, never mind. Alright, your turn. Have they tried to specify any sort of payment method? Yeah, through like...
Okay, click the intern.
Hmm? Oh, right. Yeah, through VGen or other methods. So, like, I guess, I mean, I would also kind of make sense. I would understand it if, like, you know, the payment method was taking a cut, so you weren't going to get as much. But again, a 50% knockup? Yeah. A little odd. Where you do your thing.
70% chance. Well, it is risky, and I was getting really lucky earlier, so I suppose it makes sense when that luck slows down a good bit.
No, they're not asking me to do that, Bo and Tara.
I wonder if it's when it says point blank. Damn.
I am protected.
And to be honest, it sounded like this I was trying to justify a price increase without actually increasing the price.
Mm-hmm.
Because again, I don't think it'd be that big a deal if it weren't for the fact that we do not make nearly enough to justify it.
Yeah.
If I made $1,000 a month, I would be commissioning friends left and right, and if they want to charge me thing extra for stream stuff, I would gladly pay it because I'm making $1,000 a month
Mm-hmm.
just from streaming alone.
But neither of us are doing that, so.
Yeah.
Remember, there was one artist for VTubers I read about. They didn't last, like, they were pretty good. They were getting good money, and then they made the mistake of basically openly admitting that they upcharged furry VTubers because, and I quote, furries have enough money to pay extra. To which I was like, that mindset needs to die, because that whole concept of, oh, you know, furries secretly have a ton of money, like, no, that's not true. Like,
People pay that much because they don't. It's not because they just happen to have that art to spare. It's people are really desperate to get expressions of themselves.
yes. So, and naturally, as you can imagine, that didn't go over well with a lot of people, and they very quickly lost a lot of business. So,
Mm-hmm.
got him.
I'm pretty sure it's just the turrets.
Yep. And Bo and Terra says, the last time I heard of someone charging a 50% markup, the payment was demanded through crypto and the client didn't get shit. Yeah, it's not. So. All right, your turn. Nice shot. Now let's see you do it again.
Tried to damage the CPU on that one, but it didn't work.
I see an opening.
Opening made. Opening exploded. There you go.
Nice.
Various cyber prevalence to pay for more for custom things because those need to be custom made. Yeah.
Yep.
Less so they're all rich, or more so somebody's willing to make my thing, so I'll pay it.
Oh, okay. All right, let's
The other one
not.
explode 'cause
Well, we gotta
damage
loot the
to-
place, remember? And then we'll go in. Then we'll go in the other door.
Yep. I'm gonna throw a dart at Corday again.
I think I told you this. That to actually tell you that someone, Grinex and some other people actually were pointing out ideas to me about how I could make my Digimon character make a costume of him, like a suit that I could wear.
Right.
Yeah. Well, it turns out there would be a very effective way to do it, but by actually, and this is actually, I'm kind of surprised other people haven't considered this. But in Japan, you can buy wearable beanbags, basically. But it
Right.
turns out this is where the weird.
Okay, Lashenko.
Shut this
Today
thing up.
only we speak American.
I don't know how to.
Just
We
click the
practice
radio.
for glorious invasion. Da, Shansky,
Ah.
Yes.
Can you get a door?
No.
I'm trying to
one will
click.
be knowing. We are not good old
Ah.
American boys.
Right. Also, there's a lockpick over here.
Hello to you, friend. I would like hot dog, if you please. Of course, pal. One hot dog to
Yeah, I
be coming
can't-
up.
Yeah, I can't
Would
open
like
this.
eating
You can.
fried potatoes as well? Thank you. What kind of American ambition
Also, they had a
is
cool
I
pistol in.
liking fried potatoes? It is best.
You repair the generator.
Yes, yes, it is best. It is. Lashenko, are you hearing beeping? Like altitude meter? Oh, please shut
And this one, you gotta
This
pick
is
the
not
lock.
being typical American conversation. Ask me about my picking up truck.
And don't walk through yet.
I think
There might
there is
be.
a problem.
Whoop!
Let me
Get
just
back! Get back!
sink
Get back! Get back!
myself out of the way.
Okay. Yeah. Don't. It's a laser wire. No wonder. There's a laser wire right there, not a trip wire. Hmm.
Well, they're gonna be alerted to us anyway.
Let's try the other door. Hang on. But yeah. Essentially, Grinex told me that if I wanted to get a start on, I could buy one of these wearable bean bags. Here's the problem. They're fucking expensive. And I use that term strongly because literally it's like for a large that an adult can wear, they're like $400 to $500. Like, which makes me roll literally my eyes go wide because I'm like, where in the hell do you get off charging that much for a beanbag? Like, all right, yeah, they're gonna find out eventually. Let's come in from different directions.
All right.
I'll take the one down here. You take that one.
Just let me know when you're ready, I suppose.
Let's see. All right, on 3. 1.
Yeah, not yet, not yet, not yet. I got a new pistol I'm gonna modify.
Love how you're like, let me know when you're ready. And as soon as I say, you're like, wait, not yet. I lied.
I'm like, wait, I can do this. I can swap out that for the Guardian semi-auto pistol, which has more shots and more robotic damage. Now I'm ready.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. All right, let's roll. Let's see. Hmm. Can't do anything up here. That turret should be weak enough for you to make a move on it, so...
Yep.
Damn, nice hit, Cordite. Do it again. There we go.
Yeah, I do think it's cool, Hefty, that you're thinking of trying to make more active standees, which would take a lot more personal work, but would still be really cool to see.
Alright, your turn.
She... Okay, how much does it cost? Acrobot takes 2. Okay, I can actually have her be a little bit risky and move up, but then I should have just enough to hack you.
Alright, have a good one,
You on our
both.
side.
Doesn't that energy
Shove it
field,
down his
doesn't that
throat.
energy field hurt organics?
Which energy field? It does, but we should be fine. It's better to have one on our side than none at all.
True.
See, and I probably don't even need to move from here, honestly. Because you are in range. You also have a lot of health.
Nice shot.
But man, Lucia, you have like a decent chunk of health and you're still dying. But I can get her, it's fine. And that robot's almost dead.
Yeah. Thanks, party pal. Got it. I lost a lot of my my action points because I'm cold, thanks to that nitrogen.
I can heal you up. Well, you know, bring back action points, but it'll prevent you from dying.
Hang on. Damn, these things are tough, shrugging off 50 caliber rounds. Well,
I mean, they can't
Except-
shrug off a freaking mallet.
yeah. Then again, that mallet's also been being swung by a guy as buff as Cordite, so... There you go, your turn.
Sorry, concentration, I gotta lose you. Yeah, here we go, Hippocratic Oath.
Yep, got a buff.
Unfortunately, both the targets are blocked, so I can't make a shot, but it's like plus 50% damage overall. Do no harm is more of a guideline than a rule. Alright. Because I don't think I can move. No, I can't really move anywhere that would actually help. So. That didn't work. They're kind of durable. Maybe instead of focusing on strength, I think they'll just try and put a point into speed. And instead, just to start focusing on how fast I can get.
Go for it.
Maybe. You know, so we'll figure it out. Because if I can heal people again, like I didn't heal Lucia at all aside from getting her up, and she's nearly at max health, and she doesn't get that debuff. So. Alright, programming ran out. I'm gonna be honest, Party Pal, I have no idea what that does, but...
We're thankful for
I
it.
appreciate you.
Yeah, we're thankful for it.
I got no idea what you're doing, but you do, you funky pal.
Wait, there's still one. Wait, what? Oh, it's over there.
Cordite has it cornered.
Yeah.
Beat it up, Cordite.
My kill.
So greedy.
You can't say that. I've gotten more kills than you have in this whole playthrough. You can't say that.
So we had this disco ball follow us from a long time ago, and I swear if anyone kills him, I'll kill everyone in the room and then myself.
Yeah, we've known Party Pal for quite a few months, and if anything happens to him, we'll kill everyone and then probably ourselves.
Everyone in the room and then ourselves.
Yeah. Also, there's a weapon crate over here that needs level 10 lockpicking.
Yep, sorry. I'll unlock that in a sec.
I'll check the computer while you do that. Never mind, I can't speak Russian. I can't read or speak it. Also, there's a toaster over here. Why was there a toaster on board? Never mind. Oh, wait. Is that one of the cosmonauts? Yep, that's one of the cosmonauts. Oof. Oof. What the hell happened to him? Oh, I get it. I get it.
Get packed.
Yeah, he
They just got left them blasted here.
yeah, because the altitude went down and he probably got pinned to the wall. Hmm. Did you get the toaster over here?
And where's the toaster?
I'm standing next to it.
The real blood staff.
What?
A level 20 blunt weapon.
Huh.
And a tactical nuke.
Oh. You mean what? Yeah, those big red shells. What are they for?
I don't know.
Yeah, like, hold on. I need to look that up. Give me a second. Let me look that up. Like, what are they for?
I feel like it might be for a special missile launcher or something.
Probably, but I want to verify it. See, what's the tactical nuke for? You can shoot it from a nuke launcher that requires 10 explosives. It can be found at some bunker at the lower eastern part of the map. It does like 1,000 damage, and you can find additional ammo and loot from Scorpitrons. Let's see. So, let's see. Let me find where that is. Hang on. It's literally called the Nukazuka. Let's see. Found by searching the bunker located by the eastern borders of the world map to the right of the bridge leading to the Denver outskirts. It requires level 6 sneaky shit and level 7 explosives to acquire it without triggering the booby traps. Keep that in mind for later then. Because again, it'll be a good, backup weapon. I've yet to meet something that can survive 2 tactical nukes to the face. All right, well, that's done. Now we can, I think that's the whole area, actually, isn't it?
Yep, we've cleared out the area, I'm pretty sure.
Yep, we have. All right,
Yep.
well, we can head back now.
So I think what happened is the reason why they call it as mine is I'm pretty sure there used to be a mine here.
Yeah. Either that or
And then the spaceship crashed on it.
yeah, or they could be stripping the spaceship for parts and calling that the mine.
Possibly.
All right, so we need to go back and tell that payaso that the leader of the Scar Collectors thinks he's a little pissant. So then we can fight the Scar Collector leader by without him getting back up.
Yep. Again, no one here has any injuries, right?
No. Is it this way?
And then this way.
Oh, yeah.
With the level up, I'll be able to get Kiss Ass level 10.
Nice. Alright, so we gotta go talk to the Payaso leader.
My face hurts.
You're telling me?
Steel Trap's junk is so busted.
No, you gotta talk to him because,
Yeah, I know.
Again. What do you want now?
Hey, we've got some. Well, we're here to save your life. Do we want to show him something or tell him that we're actually here to save his ass?
let's say we're here to save his life.
Yeah, we're here to save your life.
You? Save my life? Ha! You're about cunt hair from getting gut shot yourselves. How the fuck you gonna save me?
All right, what do you think?
Let's not. Well, let's not be. Let's do the second option. I think he doesn't really deserve us
Yeah,
being.
I mean, if you don't want to see the evidence that Steel Trap's planning to feed you to the Patriarch, that's okay by us. We'll see you around, cabron.
Que chingados, wait just a goddamn minute. You didn't say it was something like that. Let me see.
You hand Lecholito the camcorder, and as he watches the playback, his customary snarl sags to blank shot. He throws the camcorder back at you and balls his fists.
Madres, they've been zooming me for weeks, telling me the payasos are an integral part of the plan, and now I find out they're using me for martial bait?
Trust you to be blinded by a pat on the head.
Fuck you, has-been. But alright, I'll back your play. I still think you're yesterday's lunch and a high horse snob, but at least you never shit in my face and told me it was candy. Whenever you're ready, the payasos will be right behind you. Now get off my porch!
All right, let's go fight that duel.
What? You ready now?
Yep, let's get started.
About fucking time. Gas up, you piece of shit, and meet me at the arena. Hope you're ready to die, Cordy.
I really don't think our ride's gonna appreciate being called that.
Are you ready, ladies and gentlemen? Are you ready for the war to settle the score? The wonder in the tundra, the demolition to rule the coalition. That's right, you plebes. Whoever wins this rumble is the new king of the jungle. So you all better
Quit talking and start fighting.
way to ruin my moment, speed bump. All right, fine. Let the vehicular homicide begin.
Oh, we're in a demolition derby? Aight. This is gonna be fun.
And see, definitely a lot of empty spaces where I bet the others would have been.
Yep.
And we have a railgun.
Oh yeah. I just noticed how much bigger our ride is compared to theirs.
Everything's bigger than theirs.
Including you?
Listen, I'm just gonna. On my end, you're a ghost, so that includes you.
Yeah, well. I also didn't like someone enlarge you on your end too, so.
Listen, shut up. I may or may not be able to actually move my hands in front of me at this moment, but that's not important.
Alright, your go.
Alright. Let's see. I wonder would that affect it? Nice ride.
Damn! Do it again.
Well, let's see if I can. Not as effective, but I'll do what I can.
And the reason I'm a goat on Azzy's stream is because I guess my Fugi Reacted just picked the first PNG I ever made for it, which would be that. The only way I get turned into a goat on my stream is someone has to bit redeem it. I was about to say resist cripple. You can't cripple a vehicle.
But I can shoot it really bad.
Oh yeah, of course. Didn't we take out the goons first and then the vehicles? Oh,
I
well.
suppose that makes some sense.
Unless you want to put a round into Steeljaw over there, in the steel trap. Like pull your one-shot wonder where you just blow his head off.
I guess we'll see. Oh, he resists damaged armor. It's fine, I'll get him eventually. If I can build up that crit shot, I can just blow his head off. Also, by the way, people on at least my end, if you want to donate and see me possibly play more games, you should totally, I think I'll be healing next round. You should totally donate so I can afford to pay money in the Steam summer sale.
Yeah, the summer sale is going on.
Please, there are many games I want to buy.
You got your wish
And
list
they're all...
prepped?
Yeah, I have nearly 100 things on my wish list by this point.
Wow.
Listen, I am ready. And one of them got a 90% discount, Divinity Dragon Commander.
Is that the one where like you fly around as a dragon and like fight armies and stuff?
Yeah. But you also have to deal with politics
Yeah,
because
politics,
you're still
I
the
know.
commander.
Yeah.
And it's like $4 right now. You can imagine why I got it, or why I wishlisted it anyway. Hefty.
Yeah. Yeah, of course. Ah.
Classic Cornite just trying to 1v1 a freaking tank
Yeah, well.
and
I mean,
looking like he's winning.
Yeah. Nice shot, Morningstar. All right. Your turn.
Huh.
He's a little close. Can you still blow his head off from that distance?
Hey, Steel Trap, nice to see you.
That's a lucky shot. Do it again.
Nah, it wasn't a lucky shot.
Oh, well, I saw the horseshoe, so...
I don't know why, unfortunately. Hey, heal up Lucia. Now, Jim, on the other hand, shove your gun in his face.
Yeah, just shove your gun into his mouth. What's that quote from DBZ Abridged? You want to know what death tastes like? Oh, you atomized the son of a bitch. Okay.
Yeah, I did.
Well. Metal.
Break shot.
Actually, speaking of metal, did you see the short I sent you? Did you see the short I sent you today?
I saw you ping the server for it. Trick shot.
Nice. Yeah, got to talk about one of the most badass women in history.
That's pretty cool.
Like I told a friend of mine, how many women do you, or how many people, not just women, but how many people do you know that basically, got revenge on their husband, took down an entire, and murdered a bunch of people, avenged your husband, burned down an entire city, and then got made into a saint. Like, canonized as a saint.
That sounds really cool.
Yeah. That'd be Saint Olga of Kiev.
That sounds like the type of thing you'd hear in D&D where they, like
a legend.
Yeah, that just makes me think of also, I mean, have you listened to at least some of the Epic the Musical songs?
I've listened to the whole thing.
Okay, so, imagine that, but it's the Odysseus song.
Yeah. It does kind of sound like that, doesn't it?
Because I haven't watched or listened to all of it, but the ones I have listened to are definitely really good. I think I have my tie for favorites are either 600 Strike, 600 Strikes, or Odysseus itself.
Have you? Have you seen the I'm totally shilling this guy. Have you seen the 3D like Book of Life?
The one that looks like Puppet?
Yeah.
Book of Life?
Yeah, like Book of Life style animation. Like, the puppet. Yeah, it's that kind of like the way the character's done. Yeah, it's the hold 'em down in 3D.
Yeah, I've seen that. That is so incredibly good. Oh my god.
Yeah. What's crazy is that people have, one person said, I love what one person said. They're like, I got to see this for free. Which, yeah, we did. And then another person pointed out, yeah, no, you need to either do the next part or you need to be in charge of the 3D, like making a 3D movie for the series. Because, yeah.
Because I think my favorite part specifically about their animation, versus all of the animatics.
Animatics, yeah.
Is the fact that they have the scene in the end that represents his ego, where literally it's like as if he's talking as if on Greek pots and he'll be immortalized.
Yep, and then he dies.
Forever.
Yep.
Specifically, though, it's really cool because you can see even in pots in the background, you can see Odysseus
stringing the bow,
picking up, stringing the bow and aiming his shot.
And
I love it because it's so subtle. Because if you don't pay attention, you'll miss it, and you'll get shocked by it. All right. You know what?
Also, here's another fun fact I think people forget. One, Penelope, Odysseus' wife, Penelope's a Spartan. So her basically being, ride or die and being badass in her own right, yeah, because she's a Spartan woman. And then the other thing about it that's really interesting to me is that, and this is really cool. So all the creepy stuff those guys are saying and hold them down. Yeah, funny thing. Ares may be the god of war, but Ares in Greek mythology is also the protector of women. So, yeah, saying that Ares was probably like, yeah, no, murder them all. Like, just kill them all. Because, yeah, Ares is the protector of women.
And it's also really funny because I looked some people who did research, and specifically I saw a person talking about how, the challenge to string the bow and shoot to 12 axes shouldn't be that hard. But a lot of people are saying no.
That's a recurve
the only
bow.
The only way to string that bow is if you were to care and patience, which none of them would have, or be Odysseus, who's literally as strong as 20 men by himself.
Yeah.
And apparently, the reason why it shoots through 12 axes clean is because Odysseus did that to impress his wife at one point, so she knew that only he could do it.
Yes.
See, can't mark you, so I'm just gonna shoot you.
Ares protects women. That's new. Yeah, because Ares and Aphrodite are kind of a thing. So Ares is like a pseudo protector of innocent women. Especially, there's another thing. It's also because Penelope's a Spartan. So technically one of his women. So yeah, it's why he's a bit protective.
Not to mention, I feel like people think she'd be helpless. She'd probably at least kill a good handful of them.
Except she's not, she's not allowed to. That's the thing. The whole people wonder why Penelope and Telemachus put up with all that shit. It's because of the rules of hospitality in ancient Greece. Right.
But wouldn't it be broken if they tried to do that?
Well, no. Laying a hand on the prince, yes, would break that. Which technically, the moment Antonius attacked Telemachus, then yes, it would have been like, oh, you just attacked the Prince of Ithaca. Your ass is dead. But no. And it's the reason why I had, again, as queen, Penelope could have literally said, "Oh, get the fuck out of my house. Like, get out of my palace." But then she would have been violating the rules of hospitality and would have gotten in trouble. So, yeah. No. Also, I do love, like, I'm pretty sure everyone knows this, but I love how in Epic the Musical they made Telemachus out to be a kid when he's 20 fucking years old. Like, I think people forget he's 20. Like, he's not a little kid.
Yeah, no, he's an adult.
Yeah, he's an
chosen
adult.
of Athena.
And one other thing, because a lot of people bring this up, with Odysseus, you know, with Penelope waiting 20 years for Odysseus to get back, and people are quick to point out, they're like, well, yeah, but technically Odysseus slept with Circe and with Calypso. No, he didn't. In the Roman retelling of the, like in the Roman translation of the Odyssey, yeah, he doesn't sleep with them. They force themselves on him. But it does, like, the reason it's like that is because, for those who don't know, the Romans didn't like the Greek heroes. So naturally, they're going to go out of their way to make Odysseus look bad. So.
Also, I got the achievement for Mastery, so apparently I reached level 25.
Nice.
Which might mean that's the max level, which is a bit of a shame. But I suppose that means we're nearing the end of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Mine. The collectors are mine again. Another trial bested. Now there is only my return to the east to accomplish.
He grins at you.
Don't worry. I haven't forgotten our deal. You have stood by me. I will stand by you. Until we take our revenge on that honorless fool, the Patriarch, I am yours to command. The moment he's dead, I take the Scar Collectors east like I promised. But first, his daughter. Lead on.
I'm going to run to the restroom real quick. I'll be right back. Right back.
And there you go, 210.
As he will entertain y'all.
Yeah, there we go. 1 point into Kassas. I nearly matched up Barter. Now I do wonder, do I still have, because I can still, if I get 10k XP, I can still level up. I suppose we'll see. From what I understand, from a lot of, like, I'm not sure if this is accurate or not, but from a lot of things, it sounds like he is just tired because he has literally the biggest kingdom to rule over the others. I mean, I suppose I can't do anything but stand up. If you look at my end of the stream, I don't think I can sit down at this point. To be fair, I think that's with Hades, at least in the Western term. I think he's, I think the best term is demonized, because in America, you know, or at least where we are, we try to, the idea of fighting off death is a lot more common instead of accepting it for what it is. Death is seen as, like, this horrid thing, really. Except for, like, I guess in Christianity with the afterlife and whatnot. But in general, you know, people don't like to die, whereas I feel like in Greek culture, you're a bit more accepting. You don't want people to die, of course. You don't want to die. But it's also, like, it wouldn't be the worst thing. I think, like, you won't suffer eternally or something. At least if you're not, like, the worst. It's not like the Christian God. They have a whole kingdom for it. And again, one thing I really like about Golden Treasure is that when you do die in the game, because, like, if you're not careful, you will die and you will have to start over. And the game just says you died, but don't feel sad because, you know, you still made changes to the world and the world was changed by your choices. And now you get to rest. So I think that's a healthy way to do it. I suppose, yeah, once the word gets back, we'll be after our final target. I feel like things will probably ramp up from there. Ooh, exoskeleton
back.
chest armor. Hi. So I'm not. I suppose I'll see. I wonder if we can still keep leveling up, and level 25 is just like, hey, you made it.
Let's see. You're level 25.
Yep, I'm level 25 right now,
Okay, because
and
I'm
there's still an XP bar.
yeah. Well, yeah. According to my thing, yeah, it says you can still level up. So
Yeah. But I put a point into strength, so my con is 210 now,
nice.
which is good.
All right, I've maxed out hard ass. So
So basically, we can either suck up to someone or tell them we will rip out their entrails and use it to decorate our truck if they don't get out of our way.
yes, in essence, yes. I suppose that's one way to look at it.
Listen, it's more funnier if I put a lot more detail into the violet option. Good cop, bad cop. It's not thin cop, fat cop, Pepsi.
I mean, if that were the case, we're both technically on an Azzy stream. We're both goats, so it's just good fat cop, bad fat cop.
You know, I like to imagine that when you're doing hard ass with the whole like loop thing, it's like, all right, you don't get to talk to you don't get to talk nice anymore. You get to talk to me, and I
Yeah.
don't talk nice, and I don't like you.
Yeah. If I like you, you can call me Sarge. But guess what? I don't like you. I love Sergeant Dornan.
Cordite.
Exactly. All right, let's see. So where do we go then? Scar Collector Mine? No, Colorado.
Hey, is that one of the doors? Yeah, that's a doorsy. Hang on. That's a doorsy, all right. Imogen.
Well, hey, go right in.
Yeah, we get in.
Wait. Let's save. Oh, no, it automatically did. Never mind, we're good.
All right, ready?
Not quite. I need to get some rock. Shit.
Sorry.
All right.
Through the door, you can hear the harsh commands of Liberty begin directing her Dorsey guards. The disdain in her tone is palatable.
Yeah, no, leave it closed. We need to go get the nuke launcher first. Yeah, so let's go do that.
Can you touch this thing? Yep, we can travel.
All right, so it said the east part of the map. There's a bunker somewhere. Now, we don't have sneaky shit, so we're probably going to set off at least one of the booby traps, but oh well. Let me check the map here. To the far east of the map, near the bridge that led into Denver. So,
Far east. I mean, there's a bridge north of us.
Yeah, there's a few areas we haven't checked, so we need to head east. I'm gonna mark the map to head to the bazaar, and then we can turn off the map from there.
All right.
Out of the way, full speed ahead. I can imagine Zaruk being both. Oh, shut up, Redlock. I'm not a goat right now on my stream. I'm in my commander fatigues.
They could also be just talking about you being good cop or bad cop.
Yes, I can do that. You should have seen me last night during the Fuga stream. That was... Oh. While making a pit stop, your squad hears snorting and heavy hoofbeats behind them, and then a hideously human-sounding scream. It's the biggest, meanest goat you've ever seen. Red as blood, eyes like flames, a nemesis of a goat straight from hell. Azzy? Who's your friend?
I don't know them.
Yeah. You finally... What? I am curious now. Can we? Do we?
All right. Well,
Yeah.
do you want to say this line or should I?
I mean, I think you should say it because if I say it, it's gonna feel like I'm talking about you. So, go ahead. Yeah,
You finally found it. Your destiny is upon you. It's the goat that killed your mother. It must die.
I'm curious. Is this a fight? The goat sees you coming. It recognizes you and it shrieks defiance. What is this? Like, is this supposed to be a goat simulator reference, or is this just some kind of weird joke?
Imagine it transfers into like suddenly we're like playing like it's freaking Dark Souls.
Oh
Epic
my
battle.
god! That's a... Well, they're definitely related to you. That's a big-ass goat.
Your horns are mine, hell goat.
Oh god, the sounds. The sounds. Oh god. It's ashy. Not as, it's ashy. As his evil twin sibling, Ashy. That's a huge bitch. What is that? Like, what weird world have we stumbled upon?
It's a hell goat.
Yes, clearly. The Hellgoat's got a lot of HP. Nice hit, Cordite. All right, Morningstar.
Well, it's ASI, ASI.
Yeah. Fire. Eat hot death, communist. All right, your turn. I mean, if you get in a position, you could probably just one-tap it with your, like your touch of death.
If I can get it to work. Death does not obey me. It does what it pleases. Also, don't forget to hit and turn.
Oh yeah, as he casts Finger of God.
Over here, guys.
I recover, so this can.
Now, oh wow, nice. That makes the fight easier.
So, I really do feel as if the crits just kind of wait until it's funniest.
Yeah, until it's needed, yeah.
Alright, Jim, I believe in you. Just charge right in. Yeah. Please tell me this has more accuracy. 35%. Let's go! Shoot it in the face! 5?
Oh.
I don't think it should be 5 damage.
Oh, this comes from a background choice. If you pick the background goat killer.
I think that is mine, actually.
Yeah, so that's why. That's why it's here. So fitting that you voiced it. So yeah, that's why.
I mean, it's almost dead, so I can probably just get it in one more turn. Jesus Christ.
Oh, the goats shoot fireballs. Not good.
Ow, frick! And I have more. I would have died. Oh, well, there I am.
How many attacks did they get?
Way too many.
Alright, well, if we drop the big one, will that get rid of the little ones?
I suppose we'll see. Can you get me up? At the very least, I can try and do something.
Hang on. Nobody bullies the lieutenant but me, asshole.
Almost gone.
See you in hell. Got it.
Alright, boss killed, but the goats are still around. But that's the biggest target taken care of.
Yeah. Alright, let me get you up. Hang tight. Up you get.
Well, there's one. Thank you for the Justin Hydrate Silvery.
All right. You'll need to get You've only got 3 AP, so.
Nope, because you revived me, I come out with full AP, so I got like
Okay.
crap ton. Alright, I got lame leg, which lowers my speed, so I have to fix that. Okay, I'm gonna heal red mage. And then myself.
We don't have a mechanic to patch up Morningstar, so.
Let's see. I'm gonna have to hide behind here so that I don't get got, because just healing the two of us got me. Should have plenty of that next round, but for now, hunker down.
Yeah, kill me. That's fine.
God damn it!
Damn.
Ah. Okay, so focusing the big guy isn't the play here.
Mm-hmm.
Why do we know that?
Yeah, well.
So if we encounter that again, I'll focus on the little guys.
Yeah.
I was hoping that if we took him out, they'd at least get a debuff.
Yeah, well, they didn't. Also, they shouldn't get to attack that many times, too, but...
I know, like, if it was just one each time, we would have been fine, but I feel like they attack at least twice.
There's more like 3 or 4 times. Each. Alright, but now we know if it happens again, we know what to do.
Honestly, it feels like they specifically did that to make you think the big one was the threat, and then the little ones are the ones that just get you.
Yeah. Anyway, let's, board the Kodiak.
Yep.
Yep, there we go. Alright, let's ride. We're going east. Seek the mythic golden toaster parts to unlock the ultimate bread toasting companion. Oh, I just realized. We'll put together the golden toaster. I live again. Just like
oh my god.
Just, you know what I'm talking about. The evil toaster from New Vegas.
Speaking of which, I'll be restarting my New Vegas thing soon. Redoing all the mods and all.
Yeah, nice. Holes in the ground, perfectly round and very deep. That can only mean one thing: waste worms. Hopefully they've moved on. Oh shit, they haven't.
We can either try to escape in the Kodiak or fight them with weird science.
Do weird science. Do something science adjacent to gain an advantage over the worms.
Science adjacent.
Yeah. Knowing that waste worms see body heat, you throw your mylar thermal blankets over your head. Suddenly they're not sure where you are. Time to attack. Yes, the evil golden toaster. I will burn the world in nuclear fire! That's already happened. Really? Well, fuck. It's just one... Oh, that's a big worm. I was about to say, it's just one worm. Oh, that's a big worm. Hey, this is the perfect time for me to break out that new sound effect I added. Here we go.
Oh. Oh, that I hate.
There we go. All right. All right, not a big deal. Ain't no thing. All right, Cordite, just go hit it with the hammer, bud. Oh, well, it's stunned now. All right, Azzy. Oh, wait, we gotta have Morningstar do his thing. Fire. All right, your turn,
They
Ashley.
spotted us.
I've done the heavy lifting. You could probably finish it off.
Okay, you know what? Right. Maybe I can finish it off.
Nice. Nice. Yeah, thanks, Red Mage. What does my life mean if I was not the one to roast the world in nuclear fire? There we go.
Over here, guys.
Oh, there's another one over there. Okay.
You.
Ow. Damn. Die. Die, filth. Got it. Ah, not too bad. Now, where's the loot? There it is.
Looking good.
Yeah, nice.
On gas.
Thank you. Patch them up, though. They're in bad shape. Alright, I think we're good to go now.
Don't forget to use the antidote on them.
I will. What do the antidotes look like? Oh, found it.
It looks like a pill bottle.
Got it. There we go. Alright, let's roll. Alright, we're gonna keep heading east.
Sounds good.
Father, would you take pity on Golden Toaster with sad look?
Father, would you take pity on the golden toaster? I would if we had it, but we don't have the golden toaster, George. Alright, this way. We've not explored this part of the map. You see a bunker or something, let me know.
Very well.
Oh. I really wish you could rotate the camera in this thing.
So it leads into Denver, though?
Yeah. There's a...
Well, we're heading west.
Oh, yeah, we are. Hang on. Okay. Said the east part of the map, near the bridge, near the northern bridge that leads into the Denver area.
So it'd be near the ghost town or abandoned oil well.
Yeah. On my way. Abandoned building. An old grain silo sits next to a burned down farmhouse. Smells like mold. Search the place. Ooh.
Lock picking.
Yep, there you go. Well, that paid off. There you go.
Yeah, nothing crazy.
Yeah, nothing crazy. Now let's start looking over here. Oop, there. Maybe this is it. The untrained eye might mistake this for a natural arrangement of bushes, but it screams survivalist camo to you. Sure enough, there's a small shed behind it, and it's locked with a trivial padlock.
Pick the lock.
Yeah. The lock was trivial, literally. Lockpicking 101. What wasn't so trivial was the blast when the booby trap attacked to it. Your team stumbles around and regains their bearings, ears ringing. Oh, come on! The item was destroyed. The small shed lies in ruins. You notice the Desert Ranger star on a smashed crate. As you salvage what you can from the wreckage, it says Takayuki was here, scrawled on one wall.
We didn't lose the nuke launcher, did we? Just because we didn't have sneak.
I think, yeah, we did just lose it.
That's so stupid.
Because it was a junk thing. So hold on. It was like a destroyed parts. So where's our junk section? Yep. Once this was something, now it's just a pile of slag. Great.
Well, hang on. Let's head north a bit because we're not near the bridge.
Actually, I'm pretty sure that was the item because it had a ranger star on it. It was probably from our old arsenal. And now it's gone. So
One of the few skills we haven't mastered.
Yep.
We have a pretty solid overall arrangement, and that's just not one of them.
Wait, hang on.
I suppose.
Hang on, what's this? A cache.
Pick the lock.
Yeah, pick the lock. Whoa, jackpot. Okay. Oh, look, there's another one. You pull up to a weathered bunker. Multiple layers of paint have worn away from the building, but you're just able to make out the words Denver Ordnance. The bunker's been undisturbed for a long time. The buildup of fallen trees, soil, and ice are a formidable obstacle and would take significant effort to clear.
And let's keep an eye on the health of the team and rotate.
Yep. It wasn't easy, but the life of a ranger never is. You clear your way through to the entrance, and the door remains sealed after all these years.
Let's see. Lock picking.
Okay.
Also, you've been cutting out for me.
Oh. Hang on. No one in my chat said anything. Am I cutting out, chat?
It might be a Discord thing specifically.
Maybe.
Because I've noticed that.
Because I've told my community to let me know if I'm not coming in. Yeah, telling says it's not for him.
Yes, likely. Yes, likely just Discord.
Yeah. See, warm cup of coffee resolved that issue. After that, picking it's surprisingly simple. Old ammo and explosive crates are draped in rotted tarps, but they look quite intact. Good haul. All right. Well.
Nope, army flamethrower and mixtape of pencil stuck in the hole, but that's it. No super squeezins.
I can't
Ring
see.
to gain a plus. Let's see, super squeezins. Gain a plus 100 melee damage for 36 turns, but suffer minus 4 AP for 360 after.
Denverites and Denverinos. I've been told that the mysterious sightings in the ruins turned out to be, wait for it, wolves. Oh, woo! Just, ordinary wolves. Which
Yeah,
does not explain
I
the
think
rumors of
Azzy.
madness.
Because remember, it said that the thing was the bunker or the item for the launcher was beyond the bridge that went into Denver territory, which is the bridge we crossed.
Right.
So we fucked up and we lost it. Great.
Sorry about that.
Fine. It's not your fault. Oh!
Oh, here it is. We're back here again.
Yeah, we're back
Let's do
here
it.
again. So yeah, we don't get the nuke launcher, but maybe we can get revenge by killing the goat. Hey, Azzy's chat. I want somebody to draw. I want someone to draw a demonic-looking like hell goat fighting Azzy.
Yep, and now we know to take care of the little ones first.
Yep, that's priority 1. Sounds good. I'm on it. Enemy now, meat later. I don't think we want to eat that, my guy. Grenade! Got one.
Don't forget you can level him up mid-combat.
Yeah, I know. Alright, we've now maxed out melee combat. Oh, but he doesn't have any perk points, so... Alright,
Maybe next level.
yeah. I need to move up slightly. There we go. Take this, communist. There we go. Alright, your turn. Oh, wait. Now it's your turn.
Let's see.
Stay in cover behind Morningstar if you can.
I got that full thing right there.
Alright, cool.
Shows a constant through there. Alright, 3 AP.
Take this. Take this. Take this. Take this. Take. Okay, that's enough, Ted. I think we got enough. We're all clear. Take this. Nice shot, by the way.
Thank you.
2 down, 5 to go.
Percent trick shot. Right, yeah, of course it resists fire damage.
Well, yeah, it's on fire.
Yeah, or really I should have just, thought first before doing that.
No thoughts, head empty. Right?
Yep.
Hey, maybe if we kill this thing, you'll get its weird hell goat powers. Then you can breathe fire or some shit.
Imagine that.
Nice! Do it again. Nice!
Alright, out of ammo, so... Let's see, defense. Come on, resist. Come on. They missed. They attack so often.
Yep. Okay,
Yeah,
they're
we
done.
gotta focus on taking them out, because...
Yeah. Yeah, they're done. Wait a minute, can we... No, we can't run them over, which sucks. However... Another one
Take
down.
out the weaker ones.
Yep.
Yep. I can get Cordite up. And that'll probably bring him, honestly, to max. And because you're overhealing, it might end you at the end of your turn while the fire burns.
Problem is, I can't use my Stormer ability unless I move 5 spaces, so... Going over here. Dang it! Wait a minute. Get him, Red Mage.
Yep, that's one less.
Alright, your turn.
Okay.
There's only 3 left. So
Heal bonus.
can you
I
drop
don't have
one of them?
enough. I can't. I don't have enough. I'm just gonna have to heal you.
Thank you.
Okay, action. Let's get Lucia.
And if all push comes to shove, at least they can be. At least they can just soak damage.
All right, Lucia, come on, you're up. Risky shot.
Nope.
Damn it. At least she's being hard to hit. Come on. Frick.
Damn it!
Can you get me up with Red Mage?
I'm gonna try, but Azzy, we need to do damage. Like, if I get you up, then... Alright, fine, hang on. There... Oh, come on! That was a... That was a 95% chance to hit. Fine, whatever. Alright. Get up, but if you go down again, like, immediately, then we're probably not gonna be able to take another round. So... There we go. Okay. There we go.
Just the one.
Just
Red
the
Mage
one.
should be able to survive.
Alright.
Okay, thanks you got me up. Come on. I use some up. Damn it. Of course I didn't get him.
Gordite's got 2 rounds left. I've got 3. So does Gem. And Lucia's got 4. 1 attack. 2 attacks.
2 attacks should be done. No, 3 attacks, yeah. 3 attacks.
Nope. 4.
4!
5.
What? 5? The hell? Okay, hang on. 5 attacks from just... They don't all do 5 attacks,
Yeah, they do.
Is it all...
Yeah, because they didn't move, so they got to use all their AP on attacks.
God, freaking... That's so insane.
Yeah, but hey, at least we get to try again for the nuke launcher.
Yeah, though, to get the nuke launcher, I think we're gonna need sneaky stuff.
Yeah. We need sneaky shit. Do we have anyone who knows it?
I can put 4 points into it, I think, with Lucia, 3 or 4, but... Hey, Eddie.
And then if we... I'm pretty sure we have an item that boosts sneaky shit. Maybe. We'd have to check.
It's a maybe. Yeah, one that boosts hard ass. The first aid, toaster repair, but that's it. Yeah. Actually, you know what might help? Man, I keep forgetting. We need to build more turrets for Gem to use. Please tell me have some pocket sop up. No, I can't do that.
Yeah, the
Do a
sneaky...
machine
Yes.
turret.
It is at 5. Yeah, the sneaky check's at 5. I just double checked. Did you just make a chicken?
Yeah, an explosive clockwork chicken.
Okay.
I thought the sneaky check was at 6. So are there any quests you want to work on anyway? So we got Liberty. We got another mission, so
What other mission?
I was trying to see if there's any quests we could do for experience, but no, we don't got anything.
No. Need to find and see if anyone around here sells rockets, because I don't have any rockets for the launcher. Granted, I know we're trying to get the nuke launcher, but having some rockets would be nice. Let me go check over here.
You're telling me?
Hang on.
You clowns think you're funny? The only funny thing about you is the smell.
Hey, cabrons! Let your eat from now on. Now,
What do you want?
What do you got?
Funny you should ask.
Instead of an injury kit, I'm gonna bring a nitro spike. I think we might be able to handle that goat situation if we have a nitro spike or two.
Let's see. It also helps if we can deploy turrets, like good turrets that'll last a bit. They can actually take a hit.
You're telling me?
Yeah, I got, let's see, some, and then I have the repair kit, and just in case we need to heal our tank.
Yeah, heal Morningstar. Alright, I'm trying to think. Is anyone back at Ranger HQ good at sneaking?
If we really want specifically, we could head back to Ranger HQ and pick someone we haven't picked up in a while, because it should give them backlog experience, I think. So we could head back and get that.
A long drive. Well, not that.
Could swap out Cordite for someone.
Yeah, that's true. Well, no, he needs to stay here because we need him to fight Liberty.
True.
So, yeah, let's call into HQ for a tow and let's see if we can find anyone.
Copy, November 1. Tow's on
Let's
the
head back
way.
to base and we'll see if anyone has sneaky shit for a skill.
You know what we could do is swap out Cordite temporarily just for the nuke and then come back for him.
Yeah, that's true. But first we gotta find someone who could even, if we even have anyone who's capable of that. So we need to ask around.
How did someone as nice as you end up with the Rangers? You just don't...
Hi again, fellow Rangers. What can I do for you?
Wanna get back on the road? Let me check if she's got it.
Yes, ready when you are.
Nope, just weird science and nerd stuff. So.
Well, what's your level?
21.
It's true.
We could bring Marshal Quan, because it's been a while since, like, we had him at the very start. We could level.
Gonna miss their oil. Great, lead the way.
All right, Quan. Yeah, he's got enough for it. So, there we go. Let me upgrade him real quick. Yeah, he gets let me upgrade his stuff real quick. Give me a second.
Just be careful because we might want to equip him with whatever spares things we have.
Yeah, we're not.
Just in case we face the goat.
Yeah, fair. He just needs level 5 in it, so.
Well, I'd say go for 6 to be safe.
Okay.
I thought it was 6.
Yeah, he's got it for 6. Right? And then let me check his perks real quick. Give me a second. Almost done. Alright, we gotta give him better weapons, too. And gear, if we got it. He specializes in automatics like me, so... I don't think we have much to give him, though. He's kind of a weak... He's kind of a baby. He doesn't have enough strength for a lot of stuff. Yeah, he can't wear a lot of this stuff, but it's fine. The good news, though, is that he's actually good at first aid. So that can help us out, too.
Right.
Alright. So we're good. We'll come back. You know, for Cordites. Let's get going. Man, hopefully this is worth it.
Hopefully.
Thanks for finding a place for the refugees. Ideal or not.
We never did find that new wrench jockey for them.
Knew we could count on you, Rangers.
I mean, I don't even know where we go for it.
Yeah. Let me check something.
What? Sure.
Let me see.
Remember, don't forget to let me buy things. So
I know, I'm just
sell
looking.
some of our junk.
Just, yeah, sell some of our junk. I'm just looking.
I mean, if you want equipment, we can go to the weapon shop. That's probably better. Because this is all stuff we've sold to
I know. Wait, including the heavy vehicle plating?
Ooh, I don't think we've gotten that, actually. Let me purchase it.
Yeah, go ahead. It's expensive. Alright, can you upgrade? Can you put it on Morningstar?
Yep, medium plating. Now to heavy plating.
Yep. There we go. It's Chobham.
Way better.
It's like Chobham armor. Nice. Alright, let's roll.
Rescuing innocent bystanders is a hero's #1 priority. Time to take some chances and expand man's horizons. I wonder if there will be conflict.
Go cannon, yep.
I wonder if there will be conflict. Morningstar, how many people have you killed with that railgun? More than I can count, sir. So, then more than likely there will be conflict. Excellent.
And then be in the background, how can AI not count that high?
Yeah. Alright. So, we'll head toward Denver, and then we'll take the bridge. Uh-oh. It's the goat!
There we are.
Already?
I knew this was gonna happen. No, let's beat it. I have the nitro spike, so that should give us a free revive for everyone.
Nice.
Apparently that's how that works.
Alright, let's try this again.
No chest race here.
What they say?
Looking more bulky than our vehicle.
I mean, she is, but you shouldn't say it. Take this, you stupid fucking goat. Nice. Present company not included, of course. Juan's weapon is shit. Because we didn't have a weapon to give him. Or at least I thought you were going to give him one. But we got grenades, so... Die. Ah. Close, but no cigar. Alright, your go. Whatever we do, we need to make sure we don't move too close to the big one, because that's what triggers it to attack, I think. Yes, Lich King, the goat. Please tell me that's another light machine gun? Azzy, come on. Where are the laser turrets? Where are the miniguns? Never mind, I stand
better?
corrected. I'm sorry. That's a big mech, or a big robot.
The machine turret's going to be a bit tanky. That's going to be a lot tanky.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
That's out of range, but that's fine. Let's try trick shot. Nope, missed.
She's also going to die because she's out in the open. You should have stayed closer to us. There's a shot. Nice one.
Let's give her... You know what? Right there.
Hey, so quick question, because you played XCOM. You know what? You remember flanking, right? Because you put you literally put Lucia behind cover, except she wasn't facing the enemy. Like, so it got a full broad shot on her. You do remember how flanking works, right?
It's probably fine.
Okay, well, everyone's down except you. So... You're on healing.
Don't worry, I have a plan for this.
I hope so. All right, yeah, my whole team's down, so it's on you.
Oh, nitro spikes for exploration. Alright, that's fine. Red mage, let's get you up. Let's see.
Also, why is the slicer dicer not moving? Why didn't it do anything? Like,
I'm admittedly kind of unsure about that one.
yeah, because the turret operated. Why didn't that thing move?
Oh, there you are.
Now it's working.
I guess it needs a turn to charge up.
Yeah, to warm up.
That's how strong it is. Yeah, look at it. It's going.
Yeah. Also, that cryoblast will cut their AP down, so they won't be able to do as much. Ow.
I believe that's a third-degree burn.
Miss. Don't hit red mage. Okay.
Thanks, party pal.
Okay, thank God. Alright, I'll work on getting you up next.
Need to pull back VO in order to be effective with this thing. Alright, do your thing, Morningstar. That's one. Alright, your turn.
Okay, let's see. Let's start another turret.
Oh, I think I'm dead. I've got a skull over me.
Ah, yeah, we have a nitro spike for you, though.
Okay.
Don't know how that happened, though. You were fine like a second ago.
Yeah, well, I'm not now. I'm dead and you can't revive me, so... You can get... Like, you should either take a shot or patch people up.
Hey, red mage, what are you doing on fire? That doesn't look like you.
Please tell me Jim didn't try.
A miss? That was God.
I will admit, sometimes I'm so sick of your luck-based builds. Whoa! What the?
Oh!
Whoa!
Oh!
Okay.
All right, you go on. You go on.
Yeah, pop off, bud. Nice.
We have 7 of these, by the way.
Oh!
Well, this was the 7th, but we have 6 more. I think this is just gonna be our new favorite thing.
Yeah?
I was worried it was too expensive when I made them before, and now I do not regret it a single bit.
Thanks, party pal. Got that one. One left. Morningstar can get it.
Thank you for the stretch.
I hope he can. Well, no, he can only get one shot off. So. There you go. Alright, your turn. Get your teammates up. Oh yeah, Lucia's about to go down too. Like, permanently.
Yep.
Alright. So are you gonna name this robot you got? This slicer and dicer?
You know what? I'll name him Steve. We're just gonna top off Red Mage.
From now on, bud, you are Steve. I am Steve.
Yeah, you go on, buddy. Then hypo. Alright, get him. Alright, get him, Steve. Get him. Get him.
I will slay the demon. Ow. Hang in there, Morningstar. Wait, did it just hurt itself?
I don't know. I think it... All I know is that it tried to hit Steve, and Steve just took it like a freaking champ.
Yeah. Alright.
I can get Kawan up next. If you can get Gem up, she can go run and repair the Kodiak.
Hang on. I'm about to do Steve a bit of a favor. There we go. That should help him out a little bit.
Nice.
Got it. That's it for the little ones. Fire! Alright.
There goes Quan, it's fine. Alright, come on, Gem.
Over here, guys.
Damn! Nice
I got
shot!
it.
You got your revenge for your family.
Nitro Spike.
Thank you. Yeah, but you got your revenge for your family.
Yeah, we did it. I mean... Like... Injury kits.
Yeah.
Zorik, how many injuries do you have?
One.
Who's like the most injured on your team?
That would be probably all of us. Honestly, me and Quan are both hurt.
Alright, I'll use this injury kit on you then. We only have the one. Actually, wait, hang on. I can just craft more. Forgot.
Yeah, we got a goat ornament for the for Morningstar.
An earned one, because holy shit.
Yeah. Also, make sure you check your check to see if you got any perks for that. If it was tied to your character.
We got a minigun, Spectrum Assault Legs.
Yeah,
we got a lot of
giving
good
those
stuff.
flan. Yeah, minigun. I kind of want to see how that compares to Red Mage's like Death Sifter.
I mean, if you want, we can. I can like top it off with upgrades.
Go for it then. An adorable name for a hyperfast cannon that turns people into a fine red mist. And it doesn't fire 50 cal, it fires 7.62. Yeah, go ahead and do some modifying to the weapon then.
I made a bunch of injury kits.
I'm honestly kind of surprised. I thought, given that thing was tied to your, like, the weird backstory you gave yourself, I thought you would have gotten something from that.
Yeah, that's a shame.
Hang on. While you're modifying that minigun, let me actually look it up. Let me check. I'll use my phone, see if you would have gotten anything. Let's see.
Thank you for the medical attention.
Nope. You don't get anything. Weird. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of sad. It would have been funny if, like, you got an ability from that. Oh well.
Yeah, oh well.
But hey, look at it this way. Now you can tell everyone. You can tell everyone. I don't think you understand. Because race means nothing to me. I murdered the rarest part of my own kind, the hell goat.
True.
Asibow Dream Rose murdered the hell goat and mounts the skull somewhere on her wall. Actually, that reminds me of something funny. Okay. Did you ever play the Shadow of War or Shadow of Mordor games?
I have not, actually.
Okay. So, funny thing about those. In the game, you probably know this, all the orcs have randomized names and everything to make them more interesting, thanks to the Nemesis system. Okay. Well, there is a very small chance this could happen, but the funniest... Oh, wait. They might have injury kits. Hang on. Oh, they hate... Never mind, they hate us. So the funniest thing about it is that there's one of the names you can get is an orc will be named Douche. And, like, it's spelled differently, but it literally says Douche. And the funniest part about it is that apparently the developers knew that that might happen, because whenever he shows up, because the orcs will chant their leaders' names from time to time, whenever he shows up, yeah, they chant a lot louder, which means that they programmed it that way.
So you
That's really
actually
funny.
met Ronald Reagan then? What was he like?
Unfortunately, that is an incorrect assumption. I never met President Reagan. It is my greatest regret.
Tell you what, if we find some of his memorabilia, stuff he'd actually touched, I promise I'll hang him from your dashboard mirror.
Thank you. I appreciate that gesture of sentimentality.
Huh, Quan, you actually do have a heart. All right. So, yeah, we got to take a closer look.
Sneaky.
Yep.
It was 6.
Yeah. See, take a old scratched up door, but a new lock. Something's not right. Better be careful. All right, check for booby traps.
A lot of checks behind this.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Wired to blow. You knew it looked suspicious. Making use of your knowledge of explosives, you disarm the booby trap and open the shed. You're taken aback by the Desert Ranger star on the crates. As you loot them, you see Takayuki was here, scrawled on one wall.
There it is. And an extra tech nuke.
Who is Takayuki? I wonder.
I think wasn't it one of Angela's squad?
Maybe. Also, here's what it says, by the way. The Nukazuka. Someone made a portable nuclear launcher. it's up to you to decide if firing such a thing is a good idea. We've got,
let's go gambling.
yeah. Also, did you upgrade the minigun?
It is upgraded.
All right, thank you. I will equip that then. I'll have to make. I can make more 7.62 because we're gonna need some. It's a minigun after all. There we go. Okay, so do we want to? Yeah, I guess. Oh, we got to go back and get what's his name? We got to go back and get Cordite. Hang on.
Yep.
And then do you want to call it there because I think we're heading to into
I think we should call it there because it looks like we're going to be heading into
all right. Let's grab Cordite and then go back to the place and then we'll call it.
Yes, we can start there.
No. We're fine. Just take us in. Hey, oh wait, actually no, you're changing you're shifting permanently from goat to dragon. I was about to say, if that's the case, come October, now that you've killed the hell goat in this game, maybe you could be the hell goat for Halloween.
I mean, it's not as if I'll be just ditching goat forever. It'll just be a shift of focus. I'll just wait by the car for you to swap out.
Got it.
You green? Or am I drunk?
Rangers. I won't seize my destiny.
Oh yeah, you're missing the dialogue between Scotsman and Giuseppe. Scotsman's like, are you green or am I?
No, I just heard it.
Oh, okay, yeah. It's great.
All right, I'm on my way back. Oh yeah, there's it's 72 rounds per. It's like so. The minigun fires anywhere between 1 to fires 18 shots per pull of the trigger, and it has 72 rounds per clip. So yeah.
Right.
But the catch though is that the base hit chance is actually pretty low, 67%, which makes sense. It is a minigun. It is a minigun after all.
I mean, you can make up for it because like 67%, but like my base hit chance on the eliminator is 60%. I still get pretty good odds.
Yeah. Does it count? Hold on. I wonder. Does it count as a machine gun? Yeah, it's a heavy machine gun. Fun fact: you actually know I forgot the name of the game, but there's a series out there where miniguns are qualified as
That's assault.
Hmm. Say again?
Yeah, miniguns are. I know Destiny has miniguns, like the minigun qualified as an assault rifle.
Yeah, it's an assault rifle. Yeah.
It's really funny because in Destiny, the Warlocks would use it as for AC 130 builds.
Okay, that's
because they would because they could build it so that they could like float in the air for like a really long time, and they'd fly over the map with the minigun and just like fire it like like a freaking AC 130. It was so funny. Especially if I think at least one group decided to do like a full team squad of it and just did like a whole squad of 130s.
Yeah, we're gonna avoid.
Let's avoid them. So I think I saw a video. I don't think I could find it, but just like the start of the video being like a Ride of the Valkyries as these floating like space with flying around over the horizon towards the enemy squad, miniguns blaring.
Speaking of Destiny, I know it's a different game and everything. Do you remember the
right?
You know the Warframe you bought for me? The what's her name? The one with the beasts and everything. What's she called?
Is it freaking not Zatu? Varuna?
Yeah, Varuna. Friend of mine, and I will get back into Warframe at some point, I promise. But one of my friends, small chance to escape. Let's see if we can get away.
Yeah, let's just try and avoid them.
Yep, got him. One of my friends found out about that, and he laughed. He told me, he goes, like, you realize once you get back into that, I'm probably gonna draw you with her. And I'm like, please don't. My wife is gonna kill me. Like, I was like,
don't worry, just draw Varuna if the Varuna of Warframe is me, because I plan to main Varuna.
My friend even joked, he was like, what if I draw Mina as Varuna? I'm like, please don't do that either, because I don't, like, as cool as Varuna is, I wouldn't want to know her in person, I don't think. She kind of scares me.
I mean, with how it is, you could just draw me as Verena. It'd be a lot less scary because then you could just yell at me for causing problems, or be like, "That's it. I'm taking control myself."
Yeah.
It's like, hey, why don't you let me? I don't know that you're supposed to be the pilot of me and all, but why don't you let me do things? It's like you do things really terribly.
All right. So let's go to where we need to be, and then we'll save. Also, I just noticed back when we were driving around in those really irradiated areas, you realize that the deer in there, the stags and the deer in there, were eating meat. So
Right.
they've literally become cannibal. They've literally become carnivores and eating radiated meat, which is terrifying.
You're telling me?
Varuna's wolf heads give Zaruk trouble. I mean, wolves are cool. I like wolves, but
I mean, to be fair, each of the wolf heads have their own personality.
yeah, so you don't know which one is friendly and which one wants to bite your arm off. Anyway, just let it save, and then okay, we are good.
All right, I'll see you next week then, Zaruk.
Right, hang on.
I'm gonna do my outro.
Got to do a save. It's doing a save and exit. There we go. All right. Well, that come on, game. 1 second. There we go. All right. Well, then I will see you next week, Ezzy. You have a good one.
Yep. You too.
Right.
Bye-bye.
Bye. All right. That's going to be it, everyone. We're going to call it here for the night. We are going to go raid someone, though. I know who we can go raid. Yeah, Totem, I know that. And that's terrifying to consider. Anyway, we're going to go say hi to Maxio. For those who don't know, Maxio is currently doing a growth drive. You should go support him because Maxio is really cool. And seeing that actually inspired me to do one, me and Ezekiel actually have a growth drive set up for October to celebrate the new Digimon game dropping. But that's still a work in progress. We'll tell you more about that later. For now, let's go say hi to Maxio. As always, it's been a privilege and a pleasure to entertain all of you guys. Hope you had a good time. I've been Zaruk Windcaller, and remember that the memories we make in life, good and bad, make us who we are. Don't trade them for anything. Love you guys. See you all tomorrow for Pokemon Platinum. Have a great night. Bye-bye.